And I am Xavier Wary.
And welcome to Good Day UNA. What's trending and wrap up with entertainment news. Let's get started with the current hot topics. A federal judge on Tuesday ruled that State Department officials and top aides to Hillary Clinton should be questioned under oath about whether they intentionally thwarted federal open records by using an alleged personal account of Hillary Clinton's. Xavier, how do you feel about this?
I think it's very weird, I know that they mentioned it was a whole lot of emails. I want to say like around 30,000, and to me that's a lot of emails that you have to go through.
Definitely.
How do you feel about it?
Well, I feel like it's kind of sketchy that she had her own personal email account and was using emails through that server, alleged through that server, and it's just really unpredictable. The FBI and the department's inspectors generally are continuing to look whether this is a private setup or mishandled classified information or violated any other federal laws. The State Department also asked the FBI to turn over any estimated over, like you said, 30,000 deleted emails. And this stemmed by Hillary Clinton's personal account. The FBI is able to recover its investigations of the security through a private email server, and it's ridiculous, I think.
It is, and it's always hard to go back in time and to try to revive something like that, in my opinion at least. And again, to go back to 30,000 emails, you're going to be going through a lot of deleted emails, so it is weird.
Do you think this hurts her chance in the presidential election?
I think it does. I really do. And people already had their speculations about it anyway, and people would always bring it up in like a negative light. So I think that this only makes it worse.
I agree. I think that it creates a sense of unease in the public. I think that people don't like a president that has to hide things, or people are not secrets. What's the old saying? Secrets don't make friends.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that is exactly the case in this.
Yeah, and nowadays, everybody wants to know everything about you. So when you delete something, now people look at you as sketchy, and that you have something to hide. And I think it hurts, and that's sad for Hillary Clinton and her campaign team, but it does hurt.
Definitely. Let's continue. States are recalling selling candy bars and other candy bars, such as even in 55 countries in Europe and elsewhere, after plastic was found in one of its products. Raul Gubbers, spokesman for the Mars in the Netherlands, told the Associated Press that the recall affects 55 countries, but would not provide further details, saying that the company would email a news release later. The Dutch Food Safety Authority posted what was said was a piece of plastic had been found in the product and could lead to choking. What do you think about this, Xavier?
I think it's bad, but it's funny because if they take it off the shelf, it'll be right back on the shelf. Because do you remember the whole epidemic with Bluebell ice cream?
Yes.
And how it was killing people, literally. And you could walk in the store and someone says, "Do you all have Bluebell ice cream?" And now it's back on the shelf. And like, this product killed people, and they still want it back on the shelf. And if you like Milky Ways and things of that nature, then you'll want it back on the shelf. So.
And Snickers is actually the top selling candy bar in this country. Do you think that this will affect further sales for this candy business?
No.
You
I don't think it
so?
will. No, Snickers is the #1 candy for a reason, right?
So are you a Snickers fan?
Of course, with the almonds.
I'm not actually. I'm not a Snickers fan.
What?
I'm a Hershey's all the way. I'm a Hershey's girl.
You can like both.
I can't. I feel like I feel like it's traitorous.
Do you like Milky Ways?
I'm not a Milky Way fan either.
I don't
I'm
know.
a strict Hershey person.
I don't know a whole lot of people that like Milky Ways,
I don't either. So what would you do if you found a piece of plastic in your candy bar?
Oh, we're getting rich. What do you mean?
Yes.
I'm going to the company. We're getting rich.
Yes, well, the Mars company that's in charge of this is actually very secretive about this. They don't have a lot of reports on it. They don't want to have a lot of media coverage on it. What do you think about that?
Being sneaky, trying to hide something, like I just said, and people don't want to look at you and say, "Oh, well, you're trying to hide something," because that makes everything just more, up in the air to say, "Okay, well, I don't know if I can trust them," and with a candy product, I think people generally want to trust a candy product.
Definitely, because you're ingesting that,
Exactly.
you live by it, things like that.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's all we had today for Hot Topics. Tune in next time for What's Trending.
This is Behind the Story with Chandler Mordecai.
I'm Chandler, and I'm here with Wasan Fletcher. He is in charge of the BSC. Is that
BSA.
I'm sorry, BSA. Can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
Well, BSA is Black Student Alliance. It's an organization on campus that promotes awareness, and it also promotes, culture and unity amongst the campus. I'm president now. We're implementing a whole bunch of changes, so it should be thriving here in the next year or so.
So you said that you're the president of the BSA now.
Yes.
What kind of changes are you implementing?
Well, for starters, there is a constitution for BSA, and so we're going back to the basics of what the organization was built upon, which is the Constitution. So we're doing everything by the books. Everything that we do has to go back to what the Constitution wants in the organization.
Great. Do you have any upcoming events or any special things that you're doing with the organization?
Right now we're doing the Black History Month program. In the past couple years, the Black History Month program has been a kind of like a tradition with BSA. So we're doing the Black History program. The theme is writing our legacy. And the reason we chose writing our legacy because this generation, black, white, Hispanic, whatever your race is, you're leaving something behind. So we want to make sure that we give you the proper tools to write your legacy down because we're the upcoming generation and we're the ones that's going to motivate the kids.
Definitely. So can you give me a certain specific aspect of this program that you're going to do, like anything in particular, or just for something that's to hear a little bit about?
Okay, well we're promoting our culture through song, dance, poetry, and a speech. So we have several different organizations involved with this program. We have NPHC, so shout out to NPHC. How y'all doing? We also have Ascending Voices Gospel Choir. There's Ascending Voices Gospel Choir. They're on board with the program as well. We have several singers that will be singing the selection. We also have Dr. Willie Boyd as our speaker, and he's spoken at several different UNA events, and he's really, really good. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Well, thank you for your time, Rasan. It's been a great pleasure getting to know you and hear about your future plans.
Yes. Okay.
Well, when we come back, we'll give you the latest on entertainment news. Thank you. Welcome back. I'm Chandler Mordecai here with Xavier Wary, and we're here to talk about what's trending. So, Xavier, the latest hashtags on Instagram are National Toast Day. What do you think about that?
Can you break down what is National Toast Day to me?
Okay, like regular toast, like bread toast, and like in a toaster, in an oven, anything that you want to do, and it gets a little crunchy and crispy, and you eat it like that. I like mine with peanut butter. Do you like toast?
I mean, I do like toast. I prefer mine with jelly, but what is such what's the big deal about National Toast Day?
Apparently, it is a staple breakfast piece, and all our Instagram users are going crazy over National Toast Day.
Now, you can wake me up when it's National Pancake Day at IHOP and eat
Yes.
different pancakes, but I mean, toast is pretty good too.
I like toast. I prefer it. I think that it's normally I try to eat like 2 pieces of wheat toast with peanut butter every morning. I think it's a healthy and nutritious kind of breakfast, but it still gives a good taste.
It is a healthy and nutritious breakfast, and it's a good way to start off the day with a
Yes.
nice healthy.
So, what is your breakfast habit? What do you normally do for breakfast? Are you a
Um,
toast man?
I'm not a toast man. However, I have become infatuated with bagels lately, right? Which is kind of
Yes.
weird, but I like to eat yogurt. I like to eat fruit in the mornings, and I like to eat eggs and French toast. If that's
Yeah,
with
I guess
syrup.
that
Yeah.
kind of goes for toast day.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place sometimes. What do you like to go with?
Generally the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So another hashtag that we have that's trending is meditation. So do you meditate? Are you into yoga or anything like that?
No, I do CrossFit, but I do want to get into yoga because I hear that it's very relaxing and it helps you become more flexible.
Yes.
Are you a big meditator?
I don't know if I'm necessarily a Zen person with the whole stereotypical sitting on your little mat with your little flat, you're surrounded by your gardens and things like that. But I do like yoga. I think it's very interesting. I think it's a great way to be awake in the morning. I think that it helps you loosen up and be ready to tackle on your day.
And do you believe that meditation really helps you mentally?
I think that it can. I think it creates a sense of peace and gets you relaxed and get your blood flowing at the same time, though. So, like I said, awake you.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to try it for me. So
Definitely. I know that at UNA, the SRC actually offers an 8 o'clock yoga class every morning.
yes,
You think you're going to start going to that?
it depends. Like my schedule's kind of hectic, so it really just depends. CrossFit is from 6:45 to around 7:45, 8 o'clock. So
Yes.
I'm leaving CrossFit, going straight to yoga, which would be a pretty nice transition. But we'll just have to see how it goes.
Well, another hashtag that we have on Instagram is aquatic swimming. Now, what that is that these people come in and they do synchronized swimming in the ocean with like all these animals and things like that.
Could you do it?
I think I could do it. Like I would have to have proper training. I've actually been snorkeling before in the ocean on a trip to Mexico, so I think that I think that would be a fun thing to do, but also, you know, a little scary. What do you think?
Very, very scary, yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it. I would have to become very confident in my abilities to do it. So it would take a year or 5. Right? But,
or
you
10.
know, yeah. But I mean, I
Yes.
think that I could really do it, though. I do.
Definitely. Well, moving on to our Twitter hashtags. Our Twitter hashtags includes Rihanna and Etsy. What do you think about that?
I don't know Etsy, but I do know Rihanna, and I hear that she just broke Michael Jackson's record for the #1 Billboard song.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She tied for 3rd, and I know that Michael Jackson up there, and also Mariah Carey.
And the Beatles, right?
Yes.
Yes, and that hurts me because I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. He's my favorite artist of all time.
Definitely. He's very iconic.
Very, very. So I mean, it's pretty sweet for Rihanna to pass him up, and you know, I mean, hopefully we can see history and she can pass Mariah Carey and maybe the Beatles. But I'm not a big fan of Rihanna, to be honest.
So you don't like her new song, Work?
It has Drake in it, so I kind of have to, right?
Well, thank you. That's all we have for today. When we come back, we'll get you with entertainment news.
Born the youngest of 5 siblings on June 19, 1930 in Gadsden, Alabama, Alabama bluesman Paul Edward McCain, better known as Jerry Boogie McCain, was a songwriter and one of the world's most influential harmonica players. McCain recorded his most famous single, She's Tough, and its flip side, Steady, in 1960 in Birmingham, Alabama. McCain supported the goals of the civil rights movement, and when Martin Luther King Jr. spoke in Gadsden on June 21, 1963, McCain joined the caravan that escorted King safely from Birmingham to Gadsden's Galilee Baptist Church. McCain was honored with numerous awards, including an Alabama Folk Heritage Award in 2007. Jerry Boogie McCain died March 28, 2012, in Gadsden, Alabama. Join us each week for This College Life, a podcast brought to you by the University of North Alabama's National Broadcasting Society. Each week, we will be discussing topics such as campus safety, sports, health, ways to manage that stressful college life, and much, much more. This College Life, where we hunt down the hottest topics and bring them straight to you.
Well, that wraps up our discussion for this week. Tune in next time to get the latest and greatest. This has been Chandler Mordecai
And I am Xavier Wary.
on Good Day UNA.